Alright, hello YouTube. Today we're going to try to do something to my 2013 Kia Optima. We're going to attempt to clean the intake valves. Now the GDI engines actually spray their gas or air mixture directly into the chamber, thus bypassing the top of the valves, which are normally washed with gasoline, which has plenty of detergent in it. But that doesn't take place in these engines, so they do periodically need to be cleaned. We're using a product called CRC Intake and Turbo Intake Cleaner, and I'll show you a little bit of that in just a moment. So here's the product we'll be using. Again, it's called CRC Intake Valve Cleaner. It says right on the product that it's easy to use and does not require the intake manifold disassembly. So hopefully that's true. Just have to figure out where we're going to spray this into. It has to be sprayed into the engine past the mass airflow sensor in the intake. So it's probably going to go past the throttle body. We'll take a look and see what we come up with. Okay, YouTube. Here's my masterful plan here. Again, I'm working on cleaning the intake with a CRC intake cleaner on my 2013 Kia Optima. It's the standard engine, 2.4 liter gasoline direct injected 4-cylinder. I just popped that little cover off. It really isn't for anything other than muffling sound. And I'm going to pop the entire intake box off, which is this air filter. There's 2 clips here, 2 clips in the back. Loosened up that, popped the hose off here and here. And what I'm planning on doing is, if you can see right down here, is the intake. And I think that mass airflow sensor may be in there. Might be some other sensors in there, but I've got a straw that's going to stick into that slot, hopefully past all those sensors, so that I can spray the intake cleaner directly into the engine. That's my plan. We'll see. So I just sprayed the contents of this can into the intake of my 2013 Kia Optima with a 2.4 liter engine. As you could hear in the video, if you watched it, the engine did buck and surge. It cut off on me at first. I had to wedge a bar to press on the accelerator. It said in the instructions that it wanted the engine to rev at about 2,000 RPM while you were spraying the contents of the can. I sprayed it directly into the throttle body after removing the air box, and you'll see that in the video as well. So now I have cut the engine off and just going to let it, what they call, heat soak for about an hour, and then I'll take it out and drive it at highway speeds and see if it throws any codes or if it did anything at all. Not sure. Alright, I did complete the cleaning of the intake valves with the CRC intake valve cleaner, and I actually did disconnect the negative from the battery because I had a fault code for a low tire pressure. But other than that, I didn't have any other problems. Once I connected the battery back up and cranked the car up, It started up just fine. I took it for a drive. Did notice probably within the first mile some noises and some sounds. It sounds like it may have been continuing to blow out some carbon or get rid of some of the carbon that was blowing past the valves. But took it out, as it said in the instructions, after that heat soak process, to take it out for about a 10 or 15 minute drive at highway speeds, 55, 65 miles an hour. The car accelerated well. Actually, I think it's accelerating better than it did before the intake valve cleaning. And I am noticing an improvement in gas mileage. My loop on that little drive was only about 18.9 miles. I think I clocked it. And normally I'm getting about 21 miles per gallon in the city, because actually on that drive it was supposed to be all highway miles, but I got caught in some traffic, so I had to sit for a little while. Unfortunately, I went out about 4:30, 5 o'clock, and that's rush hour. So I did finally get on a nice road where I could get it up to some speeds that were highway speeds. And in that 18.9 miles, maybe only about half of it was really at highway speeds, but I returned about 24 to 25 miles per gallon, which was actually much better than what I had been getting before. So I think the CRC intake valve cleaner worked. I think it did a fine job. It was easy to use. The product was a little pricey for what it is. I think it was about $14.95 in my case, but if I can get my mileage up 3, 4, 5 miles to the gallon in that shorter period of time, and I think there is an opportunity for it to do even better on a long drive, it'll be well worth it. So you guys give me your feedback. Let me know if I did this wrong, any of you mechanics out there. If spraying it into the throttle body was a mistake, if that's not what we should be doing, if there's a better place to spray this stuff into that, to the 2.4 Kia Optima engine, just let me know. All right, look forward to your feedback. Thanks.